Ascension Tactics Inferno, a standalone expansion on Kickstarter, was funded in 4 minutes. So why has this game generated so much interest? In about 5 minutes, we'll look at this game's family tree, mechanics, theme, component value, and whether this one is worth backing. I'm Flash, and this is Legendary Tactics. I'm here with Nato to give you a concise snapshot of this game.
Hey, Flash.
Awesome, nice to have you here, Nato. So the natural starting point is to look at its family tree, or what echoes of other board games we see in this one. So Ascension Tactics Inferno is a fantasy game. It has its roots in the deck builder Ascension, which is a cousin to games like Star Realms and Shards of Infinity, and it mashes together the deck building nature of Dominion and the miniatures tactics of something like Descent Journeys in the Dark. It's really a unique mashup of two different systems, and I'm actually reminded of another game I own, Mage Wars Arena, where you have a spell book along with a fairly simple arena for the tactics of the game. But lastly, the designer, Justin Gary, he was the guy behind World of Warcraft Miniatures, which uses a similar hex and grid, and it's sort of like a second cousin twice removed. But notably though, Inferno doesn't use any die rolling and instead relies on the card building strategy to control characters. But overall, this game really is its own, with its own universe and feel. And Nato, as our resident rules guy, can you give us and our viewer a sense of the mechanics or the rules?
Well, the rulebook for the original Ascension Tactics is a long but a quick read, and I find that a lot of the mechanics are intuitive. The terminology takes a little bit of time to get, but it certainly helps if you've played the mother game Ascension before. The mechanics of the game are based on improving the composition of your deck, which in turn gives you more mobility, card draw, synergies between cards, and improved abilities. Cards can be used to equip your champions with constructs that also grant more attack or defense. And the game is really a balance of leveling up your deck while also getting to the capture points to win honor, the win condition of the game.
Right. I agree, the learning curve isn't very steep on this game. I actually remembered a lot of it from playing the original game, but for a game to really strike a chord with me, it needs to have a rich theme that complements the mechanics. And the original Ascension deck builder is based around a group of soldiers, mystics, templars, inventors, monks, and assassins, all charged with fighting off a demonic invasion which is threatening their homeworld of Vigil. So it's somewhat of an eclectic mix, but I actually don't mind having such a wide range of classes because it adds richness to the game. So Inferno focuses on the archdevil Kythis, who's taken over the infernal realm. So one feature that I really like is that you can play 4-player cooperative mode where the players are working against the system together. And one other difference between this game and its predecessor is the questing that you do to upgrade your champions. So this element brings the game more in line with an RPG, I mean a very, very light RPG, where character growth is important. So that narrative layer is what I look for in a game. Now, Nato, can you showcase what components or value backers will get with this game?
Well, the components of this game will likely be great, especially if you love playing with or even painting minis. And there would be a lot to paint, as this game has 50 miniatures. Since we've only played on Tabletop Simulator to this point, we can only base our evaluation of the components based on that and videos and pictures we've seen to this point. The stretch goals offer a lot of aesthetic upgrades like foil and spot gloss on the game box, some upgraded minis, and game box dividers. There's a lot of focus on the miniatures in this Kickstarter, and if you didn't pick up the original Ascension Tactics, this game feels like it builds on and adds to a strong foundation.
Absolutely. Yeah, I had a lot of fun playing this with you in our playthrough there. So, as we said, we don't yet have a physical copy of the game, so it's hard to get too excited about digital miniatures, but if the minis in Tabletop Simulator are any indication, these components will be the showstopper. And for me, part of the joy of playing a game live is the third dimension, and for me, I find that straight up deck builders feel a little bit flat. Sorry, I know Netrunner's one of your favorites, but
yeah.
I think we're being spoiled in this age of 3D printers now, but the hybrid blend of cards and the minis which pop off the board make me want to invest in this game. So for me, the tactics lift the theme off the table and bring the cards theme in the game to life. So it really feels like it needs to have the miniatures though, rather than just the standees to feel complete. And one reason that urges me towards backing it is that it fills a vacancy in my gaming collection, which is the miniature deck building game. So what are your final thoughts, Nato?
Well, I've always enjoyed games like Ascension, and it is neat to have another story play out on a board on top of the buying and playing of cards. I would have liked to have seen a little more tactics in battle than simply bashing the other champion and knocking them out with no recourse, but The card play is very similar to Ascension, so that works really well. And overall, I really enjoy it, and it's really worth a look if you like deck builders and you're looking to take things to a new level.
Awesome. Well, if this preview was helpful, please join our channel or subscribe to get more content like this. Now get out there,
Get gaming.
be legendary.